half. Kamal Singal, the MD and CEO at the company, is joining us now to discuss the real estate demand, the outlook for their company as well. Mr. Singal, good afternoon. Thanks a lot for joining us. Well, quarter 2 bookings for you, they have seen an increase both on a YY and on a quarter-on-quarter basis. Can you tell us whether this run rate will continue for you at that 245 crore rupees is what you saw in the first half? Will you be able to see that in the second half as well? And what volumes are you targeting? Because you've not given us the volume number. What did those bookings come at in terms of volumes?
Sure. So as you said, we saw a very fair amount of traction in our volume and value in terms of fresh booking this year, both during the quarter and for the half one of this year. And we are very confident that the momentum will continue. In fact, we should be ending the year with a fairly strong note. SDFC platform, as you know, has really taken shape. We've started acquiring projects, and in fact, we've started launching projects. Last quarter, we launched one project under the platform, which is platform 2, by the way, under SDFC, and that has been taken very, very well by the market. We are right now on the verge of launching second project under the platform, and a couple of more such projects are already lined up. So all in all, the pipeline of the new project is very strong under the platform and otherwise, and these launches are going to be hitting the market in the next couple of months, 3 months time, and we're very hopeful that this momentum will continue. Volumes wise, yes, normally the guidance does not include volume. Values are there to be read in the numbers already, and idea is to grow from wherever we left last year and the first 2 quarters, and we're fairly confident at that.
Mr. Singal, I'm asking you that number because it gives us a sense of realizations, right? What realizations, average realizations are you selling those houses at? So when you say expectation is of a strong second half, will you be able to do better than that? Are you targeting sales of, say, upwards of 1,200 crore rupees in FY23? And just a quarterly run rate in terms of volumes, how much is it?
Sure. I mean, we definitely would like to do better than what we've done in the first half, for sure. Last year, if you recollect, the fresh sales were in the region of 600 odd crores, and we have been historically growing at a rate of around 30 to 40% over previous years. And we are hopeful and trying and putting all efforts, sorry, to ensure that we maintain this momentum and growth rate. So a 30% growth rate should take us from 600 crores to the number that it comes out like. Exact number 1200 I can't say right now, but we should be able to maintain our growth in the same trajectory that we have been doing in the last few years.
Okay.
Right. You know, I was looking at your shareholding pattern and the deal that you entered with HDFC Capital Affordable Real Estate Fund out there. They hold about 8.9% stake in the company. Can you tell us what their tenor of holding is, and is there any provision for them to increase their holding of the same?
So SDFC has been involved in 3 ways with the company. First, they had a platform arrangement with us, which was pre-pandemic. That platform is over, and we've invested that money into the projects already. Then came the second arrangement, which was they picking up a stake in the parent company, which is Arvind SmartSpaces Limited, to the extent of around 8.8%. Now, this obviously is a long-term capital, and this is an equity infusion. So obviously it is a patient long-term capital, and there is no provision as such or plan as such to increase this stake from here onwards. Future is future, we can't say, but as of now, there is no arrangement like that. Now we're into the third arrangement, where this third platform has been signed with them, which is totaling to about 900 crores of investment, and which should generate something about 5,000 crores of top line for the company in terms of new projects. Investment under this platform has now started. A couple of projects are already taken, and they have hit the market, and we've started seeing the results getting reflected in the numbers right now and in times to come. So these are the 3 independent arrangements that we've had with SDFC so far in the last couple of years.
Okay. Can you give us an overall sense, Mr. Singal, in terms of what the demand is looking like? Because you have indicated that, you know, you are quite gung-ho in terms of the projects that you are launching. Bangalore, Pune turn out to be big focus markets for you. But what is demand looking like? What do you envisage in terms of bookings and collections for these projects?
So, I mean, I think the momentum continues fairly strongly. I mean, generally, real estate has seen a great amount of momentum post-pandemic, and we've seen the same. We've seen some great traction in everything that we've launched in the last 3-4 quarters. Of course, Bangalore is doing great, and we are on the verge of launching. In fact, as we speak, we've just about soft launched a big project near Devanahalli, Bangalore, North Bangalore, actually, and we are seeing some very encouraging early trends there as well.
So
I think market is fairly stable.
When you say encouraging early trends, what are you guiding in terms of, say, collections for probably the second half of the year? Do you have any sort of numbers you can provide us to give us a sense in terms of what demand is looking like vis-a-vis the first half?
So all I can say, I mean, guidance is something that we would normally avoid. But all I can say is that in terms of fresh sales, we should see a very healthy traction. We will maintain the growth momentum in terms of percentages that we saw last year, etc. But to give specific guidance is something that we would normally not do.
Mr. Singal, you acquired 2 additional new projects measuring 27 acres and 18 acres each. What was the investment made here? Will you be making more investments? And considering that you have a strong pipeline in place, what will this do to your debt? Because in your presentation, you have mentioned that you can comfortably take up some debt. Right now, you're cash positive. What will debt look like?
So yeah, absolutely right. As of the quarter ending, we were negative debt. And obviously, that's not the situation which we want to continue for a very long time. We have got a headroom of investment coming from HDFC platform itself to the extent of 900 crores, out of which maybe around 200 odd has already been deployed. But we are on the verge of deploying 700 crores from there itself. And of course, debt is there to be taken. Our idea is to keep the debt at something below 1 in terms of debt equity. That means around 400 odd crores that can be raised by us within conservative limits, and that's what we have kept ourselves as a target, and this should be happening from here onwards. So this year I see a debt level of somewhere around 200 crores coming by the end of this financial year, and thereafter we'll see how it goes, but definitely we'll have a debt equity which will remain conservative below 1, so to say.
All right, and final question, Mr. Singal, you are the MD and CEO of the company. Last year, a preferential issue of 7.5% equity was made to you. Just wanted to understand whether this was part of your compensation, or was it you actually putting money in the company and getting preferential equity against it? Just to clear the air on that one.
Oh, this is absolutely private, personal money invested into the company. Nothing to do with compensation, etc. Of course, this is an investment made. And that's the money which has flown into the company already in 2 tranches. The issue has been kind of subscribed and the process is over, and I have put in this money already into the company. The money has been received by the company.
All right, Mr. Singal, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for joining us and taking us through the plans of the company going forward as well. And with that, a quick programming note: to fully commit to the